Hi there, it's Mr. Smith. In this video, I will be showing you around MyLab Math, which is where we're going to be doing all of your work and taking your tests and that kind of thing. So this is the eCampus homepage for our course. You're going to go down to MyLab Math and click on there. The other way to get there is click on Content, and you can see it's there as well. So there's a couple ways you can get in. I'll go ahead and just click on here. Oops, is it not going? Oh, let's go back here. I don't know why that didn't work. We will click here. All right, so now most of the time you're going to spend in assignments, but I want to take you through these other places. So first of all, you want to run the browser check. And basically all you're doing is making sure that your computer has everything you need to run the program without any problems. So sometimes if you're having issues with MyLab Math, you may want to go back and rerun the browser check. All right, so let's go back to MyLab Math. And we'll skip assignments, we'll come back. E-text, of course, is where you're going to find your online textbook. It takes a few seconds to load here. Or more. All right, so this is your table of contents. And let's go ahead and go to chapter 5. And for example, section, we'll say 5.2. Now I'm going to click on this so you can see more of the page. So my screen is smaller than normal, so we may not be able to see everything, but you will on a full screen. But you can see we're at the start of that section, and you can click on the arrows here to move forward or backwards. And so that's one place where you can go, and that's one way that students learn the materials, just by going to the book and reading the section. You'll also have access to the homework or to these sections in the book through the homework. You can click here and on videos as you're working through these, or if you're reading through this. So it's kind of interactive. I think they did a pretty good job. So let me see, I think I need to click out of this. And let's go back to MyLab Math and Multimedia Library. So there's a lot of help features that come with MyLab Math. Let's say we're in chapter 5 again, and I'm just going to do it for all sections. Select all. And these are all the resources that come with the book, and you'll be seeing those when we get to the part where I go through the homework. They're kind of embedded in the assignments and the folders that I have there. So you can see these are the textbook sections, these are PowerPoint notes, and then you got a bunch of videos. So one thing you'll notice is there isn't really a video per section. There's several videos that cover topics from each section. But these we'll see when we're going through the homework. So let's get out of here. But that's one way you can go back at any time and see resources from any of the chapters. Let's go on to the gradebook. So really with the gradebook here, all you're going to really see is your grades on specific assignments. Just because of the way things are set up, your overall grade is not going to be correct. So make sure that you pay attention to what I put into eCampus. After each test, I'll update grades in eCampus, and that's the grade that you want to be looking at. But you can see all your grades on specific assignments here. All right, and let's get out of here, and we'll go back into MyLab Math. And accessible resources. If you have concerns about accessibility, then you can check out this page, and it's got a few items that you might want to look at. I don't know why it's taken so long to download. And let's see, we'll give it a little more time. There it is. All right, so you can see what's available there. I don't think I can arrow back here. Each time I have to click out of the tab and go back into MyLab Math. Integration support is where you'll go if for some reason you have an issue with MyLab Math and you call support. They may ask you to go in there and get some information. MyLab Math print upgrade. If you are interested in printing a textbook, basically, or I should say, ordering a copy of the textbook, it's just a paper, a paper version in a 3-ring binder, but I think it's like $50 or $60, but that is an option. Most people don't, but you're certainly welcome to do that. And then the last thing I would just say is if you've really struggled with math, you probably shouldn't be in this course because it's an 8-week course and it's pretty fast, but there's some good tips in there as far as your approach to mathematics. All right, I think we're ready to go into assignments, which is normally where you're going to go when you go into MyLab Math. It's where you're going to do all your homework, your quizzes, and your tests. So you can see there's a couple of optional assignments here. This is how to use the TI multi-view calculator that I recommend for this course. That'll be there all semester. Most students are pretty good about entering answers in MyMathLab, but if you're not familiar with MyLab Math or concerned about that, you might want to go through this. It shows you how to put answers in. The graphing stuff might be worthwhile to look at, although we don't do a lot of graphing, so most students do fine without it, but if you want, you can check it out. So if you click on 1.1 videos, it's actually not just videos. You can see this is actually my video. It's the same as what I do in the classroom. It's what I recommend that students look at first. So it's basically a video of the lecture that I do in class for this section. So it's going to be, it should prepare you pretty well for what you're going to see in the homework. You also have access to the PowerPoint notes that are here. And also you can see this is the link for the textbook. And some students, that's the way they learn. They'll read through the textbook, look at the examples. So these are other options. And then these are videos that are available through the book, and they're good. So these are all ways that you can use to learn the material. I think one of the most important things the first week or so is figuring out what works best for you for learning the material. What do I recommend? Start with my videos and then use the others as support for that. And if that's not what works best for you, that's fine. That's just my suggestion. So let's go ahead and I can actually arrow back here. And now we're ready to do homework. I'm going to go into a different section. Let's do 5.2, and I'll show you how things work when you're doing homework in MyLab Math. So you can see these are the questions. This is section 5.2. Your due date is the 24th, the first Sunday after the course starts. And notice late work is 25% off, and that's up until the date of the first test. All right, so let's, gosh, I don't remember where we want to go here. Let's go look for a problem to do. I think we can find something a little bit more involved. Oh goodness, let's see. All right, we'll do this problem here. So first of all, let's go ahead and put an answer in. So I'm just going to put some random answer in here. Check answer. I'm going to put another answer in, 7, check answer. And let's just put 8 back in. Notice this is final check. And so we have an option here. We can click on similar question and it'll let us redo this problem with a different number or similar problem, different numbers. Or we can go on to the next question. So let's say we didn't really know that one. We're going to move on to the next question. Notice it's been marked with a red X. And so let's go back to that problem. We said 8, the answer was 15. So I'm going to go ahead and click on similar question. So this is an order of operations problem, and you notice we have a subtraction, a multiplication, and another subtraction. We'll do the multiplication first, and so we have 2 times negative 6. Oops. Hold on a second. So 2 times negative 6, which is negative 12, so this becomes 9 minus 12 minus 6. And then you work from left to right. 9 minus 12 is negative 3. Minus 6, you're going to end up with negative 9 here. So let's go ahead and put in the number, or answer. Hopefully I didn't do that wrong. Oh my gosh, what did I do? Oh, let's see. So I did 2. Oh, I see what I did. You're subtracting negative 12, so this is plus 12. So it's actually 21 minus 6, which is 15. All right, well, you get to see that Mr. Smith makes mistakes too. There we go. And so the answer is 15, so now we'll click. Notice it's going to change that red X to a green check mark. So my point is, if you're willing to go back and correct any missed problems, you can get 100% on every homework. And it's nice to get those points. That'll be 15% of your grade. You can get 15 out of, or most of those 15 points for the course. That would be good. So I want to show you some other things that are there to help you. So let's say, like on this problem, you're not sure what to do, or maybe you got it wrong. You can click on Help Me Solve This, and it'll take you step by step through the problem and help you solve this problem. And then it'll give you a new problem. Or you can click on View an Example, and you'll do a similar problem, and then you can come back and do this problem. Maybe you like the numbers of this problem. Notice if you click on More Help, you can go to the textbook. Now StatCrunch we won't need in this course. You can also click on Ask My Instructor. So especially with longer problems like word problems and stuff, it's kind of nice because I'll see the problem. You can ask your question in here and then send me an email. Normally what I'll do is I'll send back a written response or maybe a video solution. If you have a lot of questions, I may say, hey, let's try to meet online in Teams. So these are options for how I can help you when you struggle with any of the problems in the homework. All right, but you can see you got a lot of help there. And oh shoot, I didn't click the right button. Let me go back. I was going to show you, by the way, it automatically saves, but it's not a bad idea to click save before you go. If you click here, there's some more information about accessibility. Here you can print your homework. Just be careful. In the past, I heard stories about students that printed out the homework and did it and then came back and the problems changed the numbers. So you just want to make sure that it's doing the same questions that you printed out. So you might just not go out of the program and do your problems on the paper, and then you can put your answers on in MyLab. And I don't know anything about the Help Center here. I don't know if that's something that's worthwhile. You might try it, and if it's good, let me know. All right, so I think that's everything I want to say about MyLab Math. Again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. I hope you have a great semester. Thanks.